We took Good Morning Gauteng down to Durban for a week, and it was quite incredible. It was the Sun Breaks with Southern Sun special that we were trying to promote for the radio station. So, as people who are based primarily in Johannesburg, we had to go down to Durban and present a picture of what our experiences were like, what we were eating, what the activities, and there were a lot of activities that were lined up for us. To give a taste of why it is that Abomkaya, that is people who listen to Kaya FM, should choose Durban in particular for their particular Sunbreak special. The experience was quite varied and had so many different components to it, which made it very, very rich. Because I think the objective was to really get us to be excited, so that when we come on air, you're not faking anything. When you said I had a wonderful time jumping off the Moses Mabhida Stadium, you really know what you're talking about, which I did, but my colleague was too chicken to do it. I jumped off to Moses Mabhida Stadium. Yes, I did. And it was fantastic. I mean, when I was up there, I remember thinking, what have you got to prove? You can just turn around right now. Really, there is no shame in this game. But once you're up there, you can't. I've got too much pride. And then the second thing that I have to mention is that we both came back at least 5 kilograms heavier, because it was all about the food, the curries, the fish, because you're so close to the ocean, you can smell it, literally right on your doorstep. And of course, like there were, we had just the best restaurants that we had access to. And just being in Durban is like not being like anywhere else in the country. Durban is a very particular kettle of fish. It would be very different if you were in Cape Town. It would be very different in Johannesburg. So this was a specifically Durban experience with a platinum mile, which I hadn't seen before. And you just want to go out there and do a jog, take a walk. No wonder people on the coast get charged less for medical fees, because they're healthier. What's not to do but walk? Get out there and walk and enjoy the wonderful sunlight. What I loved most about this campaign is that we got to experience firsthand what we were talking about. Very often you kind of just have to pretend that, yes, I've got water up to my kneecaps. Meanwhile, you're in a bucket. So to speak. We didn't have to pretend. The content created itself. If I was to do a campaign, this is the way to do it. You can feel it, you can smell it, you can hear it. It was an immersion for both presenters as well as the production team to be completely in sync with each other. And once the show ended, that wasn't the end. It was the beginning of a whole day of other experiences. And you just cannot buy that experience of somebody speaking from their heart, not because they're paid to do so.